I don't know how to tell if this is working. Hopefully someone logs on. Hey, that's so weird. So I guess it's working. Hey, Merc. So, I got a new computer and I'm checking out the video and microphone and seeing what's working. It's so strange. So do you hear me? Do you see me? Because it's strange because I don't know that it's showing up. Hold on, I gotta log in and see if it shows up on YouTube because it's weird. It's not the normal setup stream. They change things, so I'm trying to see if it actually works. But we'll see. So it looks like 3 people are here. The trick is, can you hear me and can you see me? Oh, good, good. Yay. Oh yeah, it does. It shows me live here. Let's see. Oh, it's weird. I'm only in part of the screen. I have to Hey, Sean. Great. I'm glad that, hold on. I want to change this. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. Let's see. I tried to fix it. Let's see if that, I don't know if you can fix it in the middle. So I changed it. So let's see if it shows up as changed in a second. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Yay. So I'm excited that it's actually working. So yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in a bit. My computer totally crapped out on me. Like completely stopped working and yeah. So I finally had to suck it up and get a new computer, which is it's actually really good. Um Yay, thanks Molly. So yeah, so I thought obviously we're gonna get back into doing trivia on Wednesdays and stuff. I was gonna do it this week and then I realized I hadn't had anything set up on my computer and I didn't want to tell people we were doing it and then have things not work. So I think it's pretty cool that I don't normally when I was going live I'd have to set up my like my separate webcam and stuff. So it like takes more time, but this is allowing me just to do it like straight from my computer. So that's kind of exciting. So anyway, so I thought maybe I would just check in, chat with you guys, see how everybody's doing, what's been going on, and talk about some of the things that I'm going to be talking about in the next few weeks. I'm going to be doing a lot more recording now that it's a lot easier and I don't have to do it on like multiple devices. Hey, baby mommy. It feels good that you guys just like come on and you guys log on. So yeah, so now I have a new computer. Things are good. On November 6th, I celebrated 8 years clean, which I'm super excited about. I wish I could have gone live. As I said, I broke my computer. It was already on the fritz, and then like I picked it up with one hand, and the whole thing just like it separated, and then it started yelling at me, and I haven't been able to get it to do anything since then. So, but yeah, so 8 years, which is crazy. And I think that there's a lot going, I'm in New Jersey, which is, like everywhere else in the country, like a super hot spot for, people being sick. And, it just, things have been really crazy. Hey, Steven. Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm open to suggestions. I would love to know, like, what kinds of topics you guys would like me to talk about. Like, I feel like, especially when it comes to recovery and addiction stuff, like there's only so much that I feel like I haven't already talked about, and I don't want to be too repetitive, but I also, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't want to be overly repetitive, but I also, there's stuff going on, and I know, unfortunately, with everything that's happened, like a lot of people have relapsed recently. A lot of people have died because of overdoses and stuff, and it's been hard, and this is the time of year, like this is what we call in NA hurricane season. November and December are usually really rough times for people in recovery. And So I definitely want to do videos on that. But I don't know. I've also been thinking there's a lot of things I don't talk about on my channel because I want to make sure that it's like a safe place for people to come to talk about recovery, right? But I don't know like how much outside of that. I am going to talk so there's a couple story times and stuff I'm going to be doing one, I'm going to do a video about the time I saved my neighbor's dog from a pit bull attack. I thought that would be kind of interesting. And I was thinking about some other like just story time kind of stuff. But yeah, if there are topics that you guys want to hear me talk about that you want me to discuss, you know, let me know. Let me know what you'd like to hear. You know, I'm totally open to talking about anything. You know, it's just I think the reason that I've been, I mean, besides, I mean, obviously I couldn't because I didn't have a working computer, but one of the things that's been tough is that there is so much animosity right now, right? Like there are so many people with differences of opinion, and it feels like if you have a difference of opinion, like you like have to be fighting somebody all the time. And look, I have a lot of friends who have different, you know, opinions than I do. And it's been tough. It's been tough to like see people like at each other's throats. Like people, it's why you know, generally am not, I don't post a lot of things on social media because I don't like you know, like I don't post political stuff. I don't post, and I have a lot of strong opinions on a lot of things, but I don't always post them on social media because I feel like unless you can sit down, it's so easy, right? It's so easy for me to like post an opinion on social media and then people read that and like, you know, if they disagree, like go and comment and like say crazy stuff. It is a completely different thing to have those same conversations face to face, right? Because we don't speak to people face to face the same way we would behind a keyboard. And so that's why I would have no problem. Like I have no problem having tough discussions with people like face to face, but I don't do a lot of posting because I feel like, you know, I don't know, like it's too easy to like just say negative stuff and there's not a lot of dialogue back and forth. It's one of the reasons that I always respond to like every comment that is left on my channel because I really do believe that it's important for people to know that like if you take the time out to comment on, you know, on my videos, that it's important enough to me that I respond. I even respond to hate comments. Not luckily I don't get a whole lot of those, but I do. I heart almost every comment because I'm that grateful that people take the time to comment, to, you know, even look, just to show up on a live stream. Like really I just jumped on to like say hi and more to see how this works. And actually this seems to be working much better than it was before because for some reason, like I don't know if I even have to open YouTube. Like I'm gonna do another test, you know, maybe later tomorrow where I don't even open YouTube because it doesn't look like it's connected. It looks like it just works through Streamlabs, which is great because before I used to have to connect them and that's why there was such a delay. So I don't know if there's a lot of delay now. You know, if we had more people in the conversation like commenting, I may be able to tell. It's hard to tell when I'm just talking. I opened it on mine on my phone and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of delay. So that'll be great when it comes to trivia because I know that the delay is like a real pain in the butt. But yeah, so I don't know. Tell me what's been going on with you guys. Tell me what type of recovery topics do you feel like are most prevalent right now? Yeah, I agree, Mark. It does seem to be running pretty smooth, which is great. This is way better than it was, and I think it was a lot of the reasons there was such problems before was because of my computer issues. So, I mean, and this is cool because the camera quality is pretty good, and this is just the basic webcam from my computer. It's not the external camera that I usually use. So, yes, baby Chang Gang, yes, yes. Oh yeah, my hair is so dirty. Look, my hair is so dirty right now. So it's super greasy and gross. But yeah, I will make a video where I keep my hair down and but as you can see, it's so greasy it just stays. I have to wash it. But yeah, I will definitely do a video about quitting cigarettes. I know I said I would, so I will definitely do that for sure. It's funny because like that's something I never thought I would quit, like ever. Like I never thought that I would be able to quit smoking, and I mean, I still vape, so it's not like a perfect thing, but I'll tell you this just quickly. I'm gonna do a whole video on it, but I didn't put the same pressure on myself with quitting smoking that I did with um. You're welcome. Unity within the recovery community. Yes, that's a good topic too. When I was saying like with quitting smoking, like I didn't put the same pressure on myself that I did with like getting off drugs, right? Like I did my best to not smoke every day, but if I had a cigarette here and there, like I didn't look at it as like a complete fail. I just tried to do better the next like this day that I did the day before. And I found that not having that pressure was like really helpful as opposed to saying like, okay, I'm going to stop smoking completely on this day. And like that was really helpful for me. I don't know if that necessarily would work with drugs because obviously like I know for me like once I put certain drugs in my body like I just can't stop. But I think that yeah, unity within the recovery community is a good idea. I think it's something that's sorely lacking. And you guys know my opinion on that. I think too often, like to be completely honest, I don't think that we would need as many recovery 12-step programs specifically if there was more unity. For example, like my belief is that MARA, which I'm really glad exists for you. For those who don't know, it's medically assisted recovery anonymous. I don't think MARA would even exist if Narcotics Anonymous didn't shame people who were on medically assisted treatment. I really don't. I think that if NA had been more open and open, not the program, right? The program doesn't say anything about that stuff. It's the people, right? But I think that if people were less judgmental and more open, that program wouldn't even have to exist, right? Like that program is a direct result of stigma and judgment in recovery. And like don't get me wrong, I think it's great. I think it needs to exist, and frankly I like the way their 12 steps are written. I think they took the opportunity to handle a lot of criticisms about 12-step programs when they rewrote literature for MARA. I haven't read all the literature, but it actually has a sort of smart recovery feel to it. So like I'm super familiar with like a lot of different programs, and the fact is that like I think it's great, right? Like I do. I think it's great that there's a lot of options. But I think that we need to not look at people like I can't tell you like even just take like NA and AA, right? Like take those two organizations and take a person from one and ask them to talk about the other. Like either way. And most of it is negative, right? Like why I don't go to that one or why I don't go to this one, right? Like it's crazy. Like the fact is that AA is people should be hugely grateful for it, because even if you don't like the way they, are specific about alcohol, the fact is that most recovery programs exist today because of AA, right? If AA didn't get the traction it did, a lot of recovery programs wouldn't exist in the way they do today. Right? Like AA is the base for almost all recovery programs to come after. And I think it's good to have science-based programs and stuff. Like, look, I think having a lot of options is a good thing, but I think we need to stop looking at it like one is better than the other. Like the judgment has got to stop. So I think that that's good. I'll definitely talk about that. I'm only going to stay on for a few more minutes. I'm really grateful that anybody even logged on. It's really great to see you guys. Is this something that you guys would be interested in too? Like, once or twice a week, me just jumping on for a few minutes and chatting with you. Like, is that something you guys are interested in? Because here's the thing, I'm getting so close, right? Like so close to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm nowhere near the watch time hours because I'm not uploading as regularly as I should. and having a lot more live streams is a great way to do that. But I don't want to do it just for that sake, right? Like if you guys are interested in chatting, obviously we're gonna go back to trivia. That's gonna happen. But I don't want to just go like, oh, we're gonna do live streams so that I get the watch time, you know, like that's crazy. Okay, good. So, and maybe in like these types of live streams, like we can talk a little bit more openly about other stuff too. Like if you guys are more interested in my opinions about other things, like I think we can talk about it, but as long as I talk about them like just here as opposed to you know, in my regular videos, because I don't know that these types of videos will get a lot of replays, so it's probably okay to talk about other types of topics. I don't know. I'm the fact is that like a channel that's just focused on recovery probably isn't going to ever be like super big, so it's fine. Like I'm totally. Oh, good. All right, Molly. Yeah, if you guys are interested in that, like I'm totally fine. Like I love connecting with you guys. I love being able to, you know, talk to you guys directly, what like through chat and stuff. You know, it's great. Like I try to log on to other people's lives. You know what I try to do? I'm one of those people that when I like when I log on to another smaller creator, like I always try to super chat, right? Like just if I can, especially if I can't stay, if I can stay for a while, it's fine. But if I have to like come in, say hi and leave, I always try to send super chats because like my way of looking at it is like I don't know, like I like supporting other smaller creators. If it's a larger creator, I don't care as much because they're making, you know, they don't need my $5 donation. But like smaller channels, like I regularly do that. You know, like if I jump into Real Talk Recovery's chat or you know, Gary Unfiltered, like those I always do that because I feel like, you know, it's just there's a lot of ways to help creators like small channels, and I feel like if I'm not doing it for other channels, then like I like every video I watch, unless I really hate it, then I won't dislike it. I don't give if I really have a problem with the video, I won't do anything because engagement is helpful, right? Dislikes are just as helpful as likes. So if I'm really against it, I won't do anything. But hey, Blade. But otherwise, like I like everybody's videos I watch. I try to comment on every video I watch. Like those are things that like you know, really help the creator without costing any money. Or like if a channel's monetized, like watching the ads. It sounds stupid, but like instead of skipping the ad, like let the ad play while you run to the bathroom. Like silly things like that really help creators and like smaller channels specifically. So like I'll skip the ads on larger channels, but like if I get an ad on a smaller channel, like I'll let it play through because it makes a big difference. I don't know. But anyway, all right, well, you know, it's been like 20 minutes. I'm going to definitely do more of these. This was really just a test to make sure that this worked. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited that it did. As I said, I fixed the video. It was like little in the corner. We can also, you know what else we can do on lives if you want? We can watch like other people's stuff, like on more like commentary style. I can set up the grid on the screen where I am in a corner and we can like watch something else. Hey, Manic. So if you're interested, like if there's not on like not to be like critical kind of stuff. I know, Sam, I figured that with that name. I miss you too. It's good to hear from you. But yeah, but not to be like critical, to be like, I don't agree or stuff like that, but just to like talk about, you know, talk about different topics. So if there's videos you want to watch together, like let me know. We can, you know, we can do that. As I said, I don't like being negative to people's stuff, especially if they're smaller creators. So if we want to watch something and maybe talk about, you know, as a positive way, can we do an interview with someone with narcissistic abuse? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, most of what I talk about here are things that are more my personal experience because I don't usually bring things up that I don't have a personal experience with, just because I don't ever want it to seem like I know something I may not know. But yeah, I mean, if somebody else has experience with it, as long as the concept is sharing their, like if you wanted to share about your experience with it, like yeah, I think we can probably do that. Especially if you can relate it back to your experience with recovery, so it kind of stays on topic. We can do that. Yeah, that was the other thing I want to ask you guys. Like, are you interested? Like, should I do collabs with other people? Like, should I have other people on the channel? Oh, I love you too, Sam. Because I that's what you want. Like, I've stayed away from that at first when I was, because, look, the fact is there's always drama. There's always, things going on. But if you guys would like to hear from other people, if you want me to do interviews with other people, we can absolutely do that. Like, let me know, because as I said, I think for most topics in recovery, like a lot of them, like I've already kind of given just my opinion on it. So if you want to do more things, like, please, like, let me know. Yeah, I completely understand, Sam. Yeah, we can chat first, like one-on-one, and see, and then we'll see if we can find a way to make it work for a video. We can absolutely do that. I have my own psychological verbal abuse stuff. So like maybe we can, yeah, I can relate to that it makes recovery hard. So yeah, let's chat. And do you still have my phone number? I think you have my phone number. But yeah, let's see. If not, you know how to message me on Discord or whatever. Send me something. We'll get in contact. But all right, so I am going to end this now. Let me see. Sam, can you I don't want to put it in the chat, but do you still have my Discord stuff? Or when this video posts, I'm not going to delete them. I'll just leave them for now, but if you want, put your email address or something and I'll email you my number. I just don't want to put it in like the public chat. Yeah, I guess I guess that's that for my little ramble. As I said, this was literally just to test out the camera and see if everything worked, but this seems much better than the way it was working before. So, yeah, all right, so we'll do more of these, and we'll try to keep them on the quicker side because I don't think anybody wants to listen to me ramble on for hours. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on, for chatting with me, and, yeah, hopefully now that I know this works, we'll do more lives. We'll go back to trivia, and I will start doing more regular postings. But yeah, it was really great to chat with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Oh, hold on. Let me just screenshot this so that I can take that. Okay, I screenshotted my my thing. I will send you an email, Sam, with my phone number. Okay. Otherwise, I love you all. And yeah, we'll see you soon. And hopefully Wednesday we'll be able to do trivia. I may move it a little earlier, maybe just by half an hour. So it's 8:30 to 9:30 instead of 9 to 10 because I've been asleep by 10 o'clock most days. So I may shift it a little bit earlier. But yeah, otherwise.